Yo, what is up my prankster gangsters? Today I am going to talk to you guys about something, but it is absolutely top secret. And when I say top secret, I mean you can't tell anyone, because I stumbled across this conspiracy today and have been trying to figure out if I can find any evidence of it being true, but it's all been covered up. But since I figured it out, I wanted to tell you guys about it. So I just ask that you guys listen very closely but keep this information under wraps. And I'm not talking about raps like the music genre, because if you were keeping it under that kind of rap then that would be pretty fire fam. But no, I'm talking about raps as in don't talk about it because it's a huge secret. I know I'm talking about how much of a secret it is, a lot, but I really need to make sure that it's kept quiet. Alright, have you guys got it now? Good. Well, if you guys think you're ready to hear the secret, then I think I'm ready to share it with you. Okay fam, here we go. So like, first of all, do you guys remember a while ago that Roblox had something called guests? It wasn't actually that long ago, but some of you might be new to the game and now know what they are. Anyway, guests are basically these accounts that let you play the game without making an account or anything. This was for those people who just wanted to try out Roblox, or maybe for some people whose parents didn't want them to make their own account, so they just played the game with a random guest account. Now the thing about the accounts was that they could play almost every game normally and walking around and stuff, but the differences were that they couldn't change their name, they couldn't change their look, and most importantly, they could not talk. Now this is why they were so interesting fam, because these guests would just be walking around all the time and listening to everyone and what they were saying but never talking back. It was really obvious in roleplay servers when people were playing with guests and were like, yo guest, you be the father of my baby, and the guest would just give them a blank stare. It was actually quite funny sometimes fam, because some people didn't know that guests couldn't talk, so they would be trying to talk to the guest and then get really angry when the guest wouldn't reply. They would be like, yo fam, why don't you talk to me? Talk to me. You are being so immature. I am a karate expert, and if you don't talk to me I will do a triple flip kick, 43-degree ollie alley-oop slam dunk space jam tomahawk touchdown roundhouse kick on you. And the guest would just keep staring at them. And then the person would be so angry that they would do a triple flip kick, 43-degree ollie alley-oop slam dunk space jam tomahawk touchdown roundhouse kick on the guest. So that was always funny. Anyway fam, I think I'm getting a little bit off track. I'll get back on track. So anyway, guests couldn't talk. Now the reason for that was probably that, you know, if you're a guest they don't want people just going on guest accounts and trolling everyone. And also, if a parent told their child that you couldn't make an account but then you just made a guest account, you probably shouldn't be talking to random people without permission. So it makes sense, right fam? Well, I was thinking about it and I thought, I wonder if that's the only reason that the guests were silent. Now hear me out. Your boy Pink Sheep is normally pretty smart with this sort of stuff, so it might be worth hearing me out. So I think that maybe one of the reasons that they didn't say anything was that most or all of them were not actually just guests at all. You may have been picturing normally every guest is just a regular player who is just trying to play Roblox normally, but what if it wasn't? What if every single guest that you came across was actually, wait for it, silence, a spy? Now you're probably thinking, yo Pink Sheep, you've gone crazy, have you been eating too many extra spicy Doritos? And I say no fam, you can never eat too many extra spicy Doritos. Let's try to figure out why there would be spies. Well, I think that they were spies for a good reason. One day they all just disappeared. That's a bit of a coincidence, don't you think fam? All these guests were everywhere, crowding every single game mode, just sitting there watching and not talking, and then one day poof, they were gone. It's like somebody took a giant guest vacuum and sucked the entire of Roblox until every single guest was inside the vacuum, and then they took the bag out to the rubbish like you're supposed to do with a vacuum, which I didn't know, so when I used a vacuum I never cleaned it and eventually it got too dirty and it broke, and now I don't have a vacuum anymore. But anyway, all the guests were just gone one day. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because they realized it was leading to some problems? Or do you think it was because it was creating a way for people who are not allowed to play Roblox to join even though they are not allowed? Or much more likely, do you think it was because they were actually spies all along and they finished gathering all the information they needed? I think it's the last one, to be honest fam. Lol. I don't know about you. Now you might have more questions fam. What was the information they wanted? Well, that I'm not completely sure about. because like I haven't gone that deep into it because then people might think I'm weird or something. But I was looking for some sort of evidence or something that would prove that they were actually spying on us, but I couldn't find anything. Hey, maybe the Illuminati has something to do with this. They might actually be watching what I am doing, so I don't know if I should even think it's them. Otherwise they might see this video and be like, yo, he's onto us. I mean, I bet they didn't think anyone would ever stumble upon this. They thought everyone would just be as dumb as Purple Shep, and just play Roblox without even thinking about anything that's going on around them. They might think that everyone would see guests and not think anything about them. Even I did for a while. I didn't actually suspect there was anything weird about them until they all just disappeared one day. Then I thought that there must be something about them. I know you guys must think, well, at least they're gone now, but what if they actually just decided to do something else? Or maybe they moved on to another game. What if it's like anyone who has the default Minecraft skin and Minecraft is actually a spy as well? Every single Steve is a spy. You'd be so suspicious of every Steve. Especially if they just came in the server and quietly just built a little dirt house or something. That sounds like something a Steve would do, wouldn't you say, fam? I don't know. Maybe they're also in Fortnite. You know, like they could be anyone there we wouldn't even know. Maybe those people who are just standing around sometimes in the game. You know, when you get a free kill on someone in Fortnite and you think, yo, that was a bit too easy, what was that guy even doing? Maybe he was actually a spy. I don't know, fam. It could be anyone. I could be a spy for all you know. Like, what if this whole video was actually me being a spy and I'm just giving you this information because I think you won't believe me, and then you will never suspect that I actually am a spy. Who knows? Well, I think I just figured it all out. That's right, fam. Your boy Pink Sheep just came across the answer while he was rambling to you guys. I know why they are spying on us, and who they are. I'll give you the answer after the short commercial break. Yo fam, are you thirsty sometimes? Well, that's not good. Don't be thirsty. Drink water. Lol, just kidding, drink Mountain Dew, fam. Welcome back. So anyway, fam, the spies are actually YouTubers. I know, it's huge. But this is my theory. So you know how sometimes you'll really want to see something and then you'll go on YouTube and someone made a video on it already. Like you want to know how to get something in Roblox, so you look it up and a YouTuber has already made a video on it. Well, how did they even get that idea? It's crazy. Well, I thought maybe they got the idea from us. They were guests in Roblox and just walking around listening to conversations. And nobody ever suspected them because nobody ever paid attention to what the guests were doing. Then they would just listen into your conversations while you were talking. Then they would quickly log off the game and go make a video on what you were talking about. Then maybe the next day you would look it up and there would be a video on it. I think that makes a lot of sense. But now the YouTubers are either not doing that anymore or they found a better way to do it. Now I know what you must be thinking. You must be thinking, but yo Pink Sheep, you're a YouTuber. Does that mean you're spying on us? How do you come up with your genius amazing video ideas? Well fam, I can tell you I'm not spying on you because that would be weird, lol. I actually come up with my video ideas using my amazing mustache powers. And that is a lot more logical than setting up a guest system in Roblox and spying on random people for hours and days and weeks and months. Anyway, I have thought for a long time about this theory, but to be honest, I don't know if any of it is true. I think I just had this thought and had to share it with you guys. But maybe you guys have some better ideas. It could not be YouTubers spying on us. Maybe you have a better idea on who is actually spying on us. Or maybe nobody is. I mean, I would say at this point that is pretty unlikely, but hey, I'm just your normal everyday humble sheep. So I don't even know what I know, you know. I think you guys need to decide on what you believe for yourself. Just do some real research and see if it actually makes sense. But like, maybe it won't make sense, who knows, lol. Just let me know what you think in the comments, because it might be the craziest theory in the world, but it is pretty fun to think about, you know. I could have just cracked the world wide open. Not literally, obviously, lol, that would be ridiculous, but also that sounds like fun as well. Anyway fam, make sure to smash that like button. And also please don't forget to subscribe for more MLG Roblox videos.